This is the MTPredictor weekly market update for July 27th. So, came back from vacation, ready to go, and when I got back, we've got a decision point signal here on the S&P that triggered short on Friday. You can see the setup here, and you see the target will come right to the 50 period moving average, the red line here, and you can see it's been a while since we got a test of the 50 period on the actually on the weekly chart, but here we did test back in May the 50 period, but that's the last test there, the daily 50 period, and we should see this one. If it reaches the 100% initial risk line, stops can be moved to break even there, or depending on what your strategy is. There's a target there for about 4 times the initial risk at 1937 and a quarter. Also, while we were away, we talked about this signal. We put the analysis on before I left. That was the weekly short in the DAX. And you see that has triggered short there, the 100% initial risk line at 94.5550. The target down there 86.66 and change. That's on the weekly chart. If we go to the daily chart here, just see what where that stands here. Nothing to look at on the daily chart here. Looks like the weekly chart is the primary driver on that. The nice 5-wave pattern up into the minimum wave 5 target, and so we anticipate to get a corrective move here, which has begun in the DAX there. On the dollar index here, again, that was our major low in the dollar, hit major resistance here, and you can see the dollar has rallied off of those weekly supports as we anticipated. The question is, will they eventually retest this level and get through this level, which is a possibility if the Fed has anything to say about it. It won't get through this level. They'll keep the value of the dollar low. But if we do break this level and begin to rally through that level, then it's probably a deflationary sign, and would probably mean the Fed is losing its battle. And speaking of the Fed, we do have the FOMC meeting this week. That's going to be a big one. Starts Tuesday with the announcement on interest rates, 2 p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesday. Full slate of economic data this week. So it's going to be a big week. I'm going to pull up my account here on TradingView. If you go to tradingview.com, you can follow me here. Just search for MTPredictor USA and see the stuff that I've posted here. This is on the SLV. I was looking to maybe sell some puts on the SLV. I changed my mind. I did that because of the implied volatility. It was much better on the GDXJ. That's the junior miners. So I sold puts on the I think the 37.5 puts for August. They'll expire the end of August on that. That's because I actually wouldn't mind acquiring a position in that, but if not, then I've sold the puts and I've collected income while I wait and see if I get assigned those shares. Some of the other analysis, the Australian dollar, Japanese yen, I took a short in that on a shorter time frame. Now this is the 240-minute chart here, and you can see that called for a short at 95.80. I actually got short up here right into the resistance, so I actually was able to get out with 2.6R, but you can see as this progressed on Friday, it's made some progress. The 100% initial risk line is 95.43, 95.44. You can move your stop to break even there for those MTPredictor users that are following this trade. You will have some support here on the decision point off of the B wave that'll come in. You can subscribe to TradingView, and also you can get our MTP indicators. You can subscribe. I think it's $150 a month now to subscribe to the MTPredictor indicators, and you can do your analysis on TradingView with MTPredictor. That'll work on your phone, your tablet, your computer, your web-based product. So check that out, and follow me here as I'll continue to post stuff. Most of the stuff that I post here will be stuff that I'm doing. I am long silver, and also the short of the GDXJ puts there. The AUDJPY, I did short that, but I'm out of that now because of where I got in on much better price. But you can follow that trade there. And then this particular chart here, we'll cover this since we look at the silver futures here. Again, there's our major wave 5 high. We anticipated a correction back to the wave 4 DP. That's the tendency. We got that, and then it formed this 5-wave pattern, or 4-wave pattern anyway, and has come in just shy of the minimum wave 5 target. That target is still out there around 1760, 1750, 1760 level. All right, but this major support here, this is held so far. We've seen a succession of lower highs. Each of these swing highs is lower than the previous, right? The same is true now. So let's just forward the new bars here, and you'll. All right, so this is pretty up to date. What we need to see here is a trend line break, but still needs to take out the last swing high and begin making higher lows for me to consider that maybe a new bull market has started in silver, and you can throw gold in there as well. We haven't seen that yet. We had a good rally, but it really is meaningless in the big picture here. All right, so we could see this thing roll over and reach our wave 5 target here. For those that may still be short this, that's still a probability. But if they can take out any of the prior swing highs here, and then begin to make a succession of higher lows, then that may completely change this picture. In other words, if we say this wave 4 DP holds as support, then the trend, which was up prior, should continue up. So far it's held, but we still need to see a few other things to kind of confirm that. If this wave 4 DP gets taken out to the downside, then we would go to wave 1. We go to the bottom of wave 1, and we would take a decision point off of the bottom of wave 1, and that would give us a DP, I think, around $10 silver. So if this level gives way, then you could see a drop in silver down to $10, and maybe that's when you'd see that US dollar really spike up, take out that DP that we're looking at, and would be a deflationary sign. All right, so we'll wrap it up there. Remember that Fed meeting this week, so be careful around that meeting. Should give us some good action and maybe a little more clarity in the markets. So take care. We'll see you back next week. Have a great rest of your trading week.